The Elite Wrestling Initiative. For over 8 years, the innovative force in North Dakota wrestling entertainment.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of EWI XCL. And as you can tell by the sound of that music, Nick the Natural Nelson is about to make his presence known here in Purgatory. Keeping us all in suspense. And there he is, Nick the Natural Nelson. And sticking his nose up at the audience here present in Purgatory. And we do have an audience here tonight. We are still under COVID restrictions, but we do have a short audience, although they are separated from our wrestlers. Nick the Natural Nelson demanding that our audience claps for him. Wow, Nick the Natural Nelson being polite. Well, that's very unusual for Nick the Natural Nelson.
If I'm going to perform here tonight, we don't want you to go home. Yeah, you can have a proper introduction. Someone need each and every one of you to pretend like you're in church and shut the hell up. Oh, be quiet. No one likes you. That's not funny. Yeah, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, currently standing in the middle of the ring, I read any spell. 260 pounds, under the pinnacle of privilege, the height of high class, Nick the Natural Nelson.
Well, Nick Nelson, of course, doing his signature self-introduction. And we will see Nick Nelson take on Dione Marek tonight on EWI XCL. And there's the bell. And now Nick Nelson is circling up with Dione Marek. Oh, and he has to take time out to bow to our audience up in the balcony there. Now we got the lockup. And now he's complaining to the referee immediately about him pulling on his ear, which I did not observe at all. Nevertheless, this of course is what Nick the Natural Nelson tends to do. Now, the lockup once again. Dione Marek now taking the arm. Dione Marek looking very unsure of himself as he's working that arm over, and Nick Nelson taking advantage of that as he's able to reverse out of that into a headlock. And of course, bragging about how easily he did it. But of course, Nelson could struggle about something and still brag about it afterwards. Now telling the audience to clap for him. And then now running Marek's face across the top rope. And the referee warning him about that. Of course, Marek showing the audience that he's in pain from that, which he should be. And then now a duck and a miss. And then a big shoulder tackle taking Nick Nelson to the canvas. Marek now with a big scoop, and up he goes, and down to the canvas goes Nick Nelson. And off the ropes, and a leg drop down. Dione Marek now, hooking the leg, one. And only a 1 count. Nick Nelson kicking out immediately after that. Nelson yelling at the audience to shut up. Oh boy. Nick Nelson antagonizing the crowd, and the audience antagonizing him right back. I guess turnabout fair play. An interesting relationship that Nick Nelson develops with the audience. And one has to admire that in any character in terms of elite stars or just professional wrestlers in general. That is the mark of a true character, but also the mark of a true heel, when you can interact in that well of a fashion. You can get under the audience's skin like that. That is a great heel. And now Nick able to stop on Dione Marek as he came in. A great distraction as he made the referee look one way as he was up to something else on the other. And now, using that misdirection, and now here's a big chop. Dione Marek, I'm sure wishes he was somewhere else right now after that big chop. Everyone gets initiated in professional wrestling, and it's always the big chops, the big swing of this. And now Dione Marek's going to make him wish that he was somewhere else. That was a big chop, almost sending Nick Nelson over the top rope. And then another big one. Oh, look at that mark on Nelson's chest. Marek sending him off the rope. And then, oh, it looked like there could have been a very miscommunication there. But Nelson able to clean that up and clotheslining Marek down to the canvas. And now yelling at the referee that she's being slow. It's an excellent character work on the part Nick the Natural Nelson. Dione Marek working to the corner now. And a big European uppercut. And listen to this audience get on the back of Nelson. They are not happy with him. Marek now getting tossed to the canvas and rubbing his knee across the face of Dione Marek. And now standing on the throat of Dione Marek. Unbelievable. Dione Marek rolling back and forth, and who wouldn't after having to carry that kind of weight on your throat? And now, nice shot to the breadbasket, and then another shot. Dione Marek with another one, and then getting floored with a clubbing blow on the part of Nick the Natural Nelson. Dione Marek now. And now Nick Nelson with a handful of hair as he picks up Marek. And a beautiful European uppercut. And what a bump on the part of Dione Marek. Now rolling him over. And a nice forearm across the face there. Now some might argue that that's not a smart cover. But coming from an amateur background, that's actually a very smart cover, because it works in two different ways. You work the forearm across the face. So you push their face away. It's also a little painful, but then you're also putting extra weight on their upper body. So you keep the shoulders down. And now Marek going for a suplex, but Nelson blocking it. Now Nelson reversed it up, and then here we go with a hop over, and now he's getting the schoolboy 1, 2, and Nelson able to get his shoulder up. Marek now, and both working up to their feet, and then a polo hammer miss, and then a big knee lift, taking down Dione Marek. And here's a replay of that hop over to that schoolboy, that roll up. Look at the reaction of Nick Nelson as he gets rolled up for that 2 count. And now it is the snapmare. Nelson telling us to clap for him again. And then a nice nerve hold there in the trapezius area. Using that claw, the strength of the hand, of the claw into the trapezius area. A nice nerve lock. And Marek working to his feet. I would have liked to have seen him work a little slower. And he's digging those elbows in a little quick. And then Nelson throwing the back of his head to the canvas. Vintage heel logic. A great cutoff move right there. Now Nelson picking up Dione Marek and a nice forearm shot. And another European uppercut. And here we go with the tally-ho as he charges, and then it takes a boot to the face. Dione Marek down, and then, oh no, he catches the boot, tosses it down, and then a forearm shot to the face. Now tossed him to the canvas. Nick Nelson off the ropes, goes for the pole hammer. Oh, we got a big time miscommunication there. Then we saw the big boots there for the replays. And then we got the senton splash there at the part of Dione Marek. Only a 2 count. Nelson. Dione Marek trying to get the audience behind him. Nelson's getting up and now going up with a big scoop. What are we going to get here? And a follow-away slam. And Nick Nelson landing more on his hip, it looked like. And Marek asking for Nick to work up to his feet and charge him, I'd imagine. Oh, he's going to feed in, and now we're getting another scoop up. Planting the elbows to the head. Nick grabbing him with that full Nelson, picks him up with the full natural. And now we got to cover the legs on the middle rope, and that's going to be the 3 count. And Nick, the natural Nelson, is your winner, just like that. And let's take a look to see how this all transpired. Here we go with that follow-away slam. Oh, on his hip. But here we go with that full natural up and down. Beautiful move. Another look at it, another angle, up, down to the canvas. And then Nick hooking the leg and getting his toes on that middle rope for leverage. Referee doesn't see it. And that's 3 count. Nick the Natural Nelson is your victor here. And Jaden Roller will be putting his Epic Championship on the line when we come back. And here he comes now, the challenger for the EWI Epic Championship here tonight, Vendetta, the Fallen One. And here he comes. He hails from the Labyrinth of Sin, the Demon, the Fallen One, Vendetta. One of our more unusual characters here in the EWI. And Vendetta definitely looks like, well, I can't exactly explain what he looks like because I'm not sure how to take this character. Vendetta's always been an enigma to me. I mean, he literally just stepped to the middle of the ring, dropped to his knees down. He's watching the entranceway, waiting for the entrance of the Epic Champion, Jaden Roller. And we'll get that in a few short moments. And there's the heartbeats, and that can only mean one thing now. The EWI Epic Champion is about to make his presence felt here in Purgatory. And that means the Heart Throb, Jaden Roller, is about to come out and enter the arena. Vendetta, patiently waiting in that ring. Or maybe not so patiently as he's been pacing earlier, but he's watching ever so closely. And here he comes, the EWI Epic Champion, the Heart Throb, Jaden Roller. Yep, there he is. Yeah, here we go again, indeed. And he's patting that title belt, as he likes to call it, his 20 pounds of gold. Patting it. He definitely loves that championship belt, and who wouldn't? Holding it high for all to see here in Purgatory, Jaden Roller, the EWI Epic Champion. Holding it high. Gonna put that title on the line here tonight against this unusual character in the Fallen One, Vendetta. And I'm not sure what to make of this character, and I can't even imagine what the Heart Throb Jaden Roller is thinking right now, as I'm sure he has never faced anything quite like the Fallen One, the Demon, Vendetta. And there the referee is with that championship title belt, showing it to our audience up there in the balcony. Vendetta sitting in the corner. Highly unusual. Referee just pointed at him. He doesn't know what to make of him. Nobody knows what to make of him. And now, just slowly gets up to his feet and circles around. Very methodical is Vendetta. And smacks away the hand of friendship that Jaden has just offered him. Vendetta not about to shake the hands of the EWI Epic Champion. He has only one thing in mind, and that is to defeat the Heart Throb. And here's the lockup. Now in the corner, And here we go with a hip toss out of that corner, and Vendetta now. Barely phased, it looks like. More surprised than anything, I'd imagine. Vendetta. Circling around now. And here's go with another lockup. Into the corner. Are we going to get another hip toss? No! Jaden smashing the face of Vendetta into the adjacent turnbuckle there. And Roller backing off as the referee is watching him. Vendetta challenging our champion. Now here we go with another lockup. And then smashed him into the turnbuckle once again. And here we go. Shooting him off. Going for a back body drop. No, Vendetta. Oh, and a kick to the chest. Here we go. Catching him. And big body slam. And now set up and yes. Big elbow drop down. And now here we go with the cover. 1, 2. Vendetta getting the shoulder up. Vendetta now. Working through the corner. Jaden following up. And a big forearm shot to the face. And another shot. And now we're going to see him shooting him off into the corner. And a follow-up with a big splash. Vendetta barely phased with that splash. And now Roller shooting him off again. And he's going to do another splash. Yes. And a crash and burn. Goes Jaden Roller. Vendetta had that move well scouted, and now what is this a mandible claw? It looks like he's got Jaden Roller in a mandible claw. I'm not sure the Heart Throb knows what to make of this. I'm not sure if he's ever been in a mandible claw before. I mean, shades of mankind. Roller reaching for the rope, but he's too far away to get it. Still reaching, and now he finally got it. But Vendetta looks like just released him of the hold. As he wiped off Jaden's saliva from that mandible claw. Now choking Jaden Roller against the turnbuckle. And now with the boot across the throat. Vendetta, no mercy against Jaden Roller. Now grabbing his hair. And a European uppercut. Now what's he going to do now? Follow up with a... Ooh. And off the corner. And another shot into the corner. And what? We're going to get a third one and another one. Ooh, and a beautiful face plant on the part of Jaden Roller. Now with the rollover and a count. 1, 2. Nice kick out. And now choking him, Vendetta. And a beautiful cell job on the part of Jaden. Vendetta now working to his feet. And then a shot to the breadbasket. Ooh, and a nice knee lift across the face. Now choking Jaden across that middle rope. And now let's take a look at this body slam. Jaden catching him as he goes for a cross body. And then turns it into a body slam, down. And then he's going to go for that signature elbow smash, which is patented Jaden Roller. The only thing missing was his blowing the kiss beforehand, but he's up, flexes, and down across Vendetta. And then he covers for the 2 count. Then we're going to see him shoot him off. He's going to get that big splash. There we go. Vendetta barely looks phased. He's going to shoot him off again, go for a second splash. But then Vendetta has this scouted. He's going to move and then crash and burn goes Jaden Roller. And then Vendetta will take over from there. And now it's been nothing but Vendetta controlling this matchup ever since. And a big elbow into the gut goes Jaden. Now, off the rope. Oh, and a Vendetta cut him off. smacking the back of his head on the canvas by grabbing his hair. And of course, the referee warning him about grabbing the hair. Vendetta now tossing Jaden outside. Very methodical is Vendetta. And then a shot to the midsection. But now Vendetta choking Jaden on the outside, right in front of the referee. Seems like he has no care in the world whether the referee sees what he's doing. And now Vendetta choking Jaden across the ring post. And that was an interesting choice. Jaden now being stopped from rolling back to the inside and then smashing him into the ring steps. Now Vendetta, what's he going to do now? Leaving Jaden there, and he charges and it misses, smashing his legs or his knee into the steps. And it looks like that might have hurt Vendetta, as Jaden now tossing him into the ring. Jaden looks like he's trying to seize this opportunity as he builds up some momentum, and a scissor kick, take it down, Vendetta. Rolling him over, hooking the leg, 1, 2, and 3, and he gets him. Pulls off the 3 count very quickly. Jaden Roller pulling off a quick victory, able to retain the EWI Epic Championship. And one has to believe that Vendetta wounded himself when he charged Jaden and missed and smashed his legs into those steps. And that was just enough for Jaden to be able to seize the opportunity and take him out with that scissors kick. And Jaden Roller, the EWI Epic Champion, is your victor, successfully retaining his coveted prize. Holding his championship up for all to see, and let's take a look at how this all transpired. That big scissors kick up and down across the back. Smashed him down onto the canvas. Jaden able to pull off the victory. And now, while Jaden's celebrating, we're hearing the music of Nick the Natural Nelson. And what does this mean for Jaden Roller?
I am the greatest.
And here comes Nick the Natural Nelson giving his own applause for Jaden Roller. And let's listen in.
Music, please. And the greatest. Let's give it up for Jaden Roller now. You know, Mr. Roller, I've been sitting behind that curtain month in and month out watching you defend that epic championship. And I'd be lying if I say that I wasn't impressed. But come to think of it, who have you really beaten to defend that title? Do y'all remember? Didn't think so. And I couldn't think of a better person to steal that title from you than Nick the Natural Nelson. So what do you say, Mr. Roller? Do you want to lose that title to these people here? Do it right now. Come on, chicken. The rest on my time. No. You lost it. You want some of this? Come get it right now. Listen, I'm a little beat up and choked out, but that doesn't mean I can't beat up a slob like you. So why don't you get in here see if you can beat the champ. Title shot, you want it right away. How about we do this thing? We'll do it tomorrow night against Jaden Roller. We'll do it right away. We'll do it for the main event tomorrow night for his Epic Championship. You and him for that epic title bout. How about that?
Well, there you have it. We're going to have Nick the Natural Nelson taking on the Heart Throb Jaden Roller for the EWI Epic Championship in the main event of Hypothermia 21. And that match will take place in a few weeks in a future episode of EWI XCL. So you're going to have to stay tuned to future episodes. Well, it's been a great night here for EWI XCL. We hope you enjoyed it, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for the future. And so long, everybody.